Imagine a bustling market where children, instead of carrying books that they will read to school, they are rather carrying heavy loads on their head. When you buy data, how long do you use your data before you realize that it is finished? Otilo. Madina police has strictly warned that anybody who is using the children in the market as Kayayei is going to be arrested.
To take a clue from this, we will be enforcing the law.
Why is this happening? When you go to Madina market especially, these children, they are being used by people who will not allow their children do so. And when they finish to the kind of money they give them, you realize that these people are purely wicked. Now the Madina police has warned that whoever does this will be arrested, even traders.
Because onyejuma inti awofo de ni beko school nanso ya panel adufudi enti na ya fa enkola echina no wan na ba be sha ya nan enti na ban ya ni abre enti se ya no ya be start ya atitititi.
We need to stop using children as Kayayei. Dr. Abba Afari Sarah. She has described the practice to be modern-day slavery.
All laws are enforced. Human trafficking is an offense in Ghana. It's a modern-day slavery where rights and liberty is taken from the victim.
Ghana, child labor is regulated primarily by the Child Act 1998 Act 560 and the Labor Act 2003 Act 651. These laws set the minimum working age at 15 years, prohibit hazardous and night works for those under 18, and protect children from exploitive labor that harms their health, education, and development. Let's break it down. Night work. Children cannot work between hours of 8 to 6 a.m. 8 to 6 a.m. Hazardous industries, employment in underground mining, repairing, going to the sea, manufacturing involving chemicals and operating heavy machinery. These are all illegal. Exploitive tax, any domestic or commercial task that burdens a child with heavy lifting, interferes with school attendance, and exposes them to moral and physical danger. If it was your child, would you do that? The law enforcement agencies, please, let's do something more. According to the Ghana Living Standards Survey, more than 1 in 5 children aged 5 to 17 are engaged in child labor. Officials have warned that this perpetuates cycles of poverty and robs the nation of skilled future work. Yet the problem is not confined to markets alone. Some parents, their children are not in the market but in their homes, things that they make their children do. What are we doing as Ghanaians? Moving to our second story about this data issue. This one I know almost all of us have issues with it because we thought data in it. Ube 2 minutes na asan na MTN are sending you notification. You have used all your data. And then you're asking yourself, data na fine. And then MTN CEO is telling us what we are using it for. TikTok is the most used social media, and he explained that
100% right. TikTok. A lot of people think it's YouTube, but it's not. It's TikTok. And the reason for that is very simple. YouTube second, by the way. In terms of number of customers, WhatsApp is the biggest, but I mean, you're not always opening videos and things, that you do use it. But why TikTok? Well, the reason is TikTok's very interesting. If I say to especially young people,
it's already loading. It's one show, a loading, a show data. This is why TikTok uses most of the data. According to MTN, the average active data user now consumes 19.30 gigabytes per month. Per month though, 19.30. That is an average user. The company is also telling us that 21.3 million people are active data users. Ghana population, they are saying over 30 million. It was about that number, and 21.3 million are active data users of MTN. Why TikTok consumes so much data?
With TikTok, as you're watching a video, it's loading the next one. So when people say to me, why is my data being consumed so much on TikTok? I say, because as you're reading the one you're looking at, next one is already loading.
And you also mentioned that people think that YouTube is actually the most used, but it is TikTok. So if you're a TikTok user, please, you should reduce it for us. Not per TikTok, dodo.